Hi, this is Arushi. Welcome to She Versus. Today is a very special episode with Dr. Jitesh Satija, who is a gynecologist and a laparoscopic surgeon and a very dear friend. Hi, Jitesh, welcome.
Hello, Arushi.
So, today we will talk about a lot of things that we women are very concerned about. So, I want to start with understanding what menstrual cycle is. That's a very essential part of us women's life. If a layman wants to understand, especially if men want to understand what a woman goes through, how would you very precisely define it?
So basically, menstrual cycle and the ovulatory cycle are interrelated. It's like a cycle that a woman goes through all her life. Basically, her body is preparing her for pregnancy. That's
Okay.
the basis of it. So it's a normal cycle is like a 28, 30-day cycle. So if we take 28 days, the woman ovulates at day 14. So it's like one part of the cycle is from day 1 to 13. She ovulates on day 14. And the next part of the cycle is day 15 to day 28. And she's having her periods on the first 3 to 5 days, like day 1 to day 5. So basically, cycles are regular if she's ovulating on the right time and she's having regular cycles. The first part of the cycle is estrogen dependent, which is one of the hormones we have, and the second part of the cycles is progesterone dependent. Basically, we have the endometrium, which is the inner lining of the uterus, and it's getting prepared for pregnancy every month or every cycle. Now, if she doesn't have that pregnancy, the hormones go down and her lining is basically shed off, which we call periods, and that is how she gets periods or menstruation.
So we're actually literally bleeding.
So you're actually bleeding, and yeah,
It's not the extra blood that people believe
yes,
we
it is
have.
not extra blood, and you're actually bleeding out.
Okay.
Yes,
So yeah, it's painful.
it is painful. Yeah.
So, for me personally, two things that concerns me the most during the cycle is PMS
Okay.
hits very hard,
Yeah.
and second is cramps. So, what would you suggest in a everyday life? Because we can't be popping pills all the
Right.
time. What are the things that we can use to manage them, especially PMS, because that's not something physical someone
Right.
goes through. So, what is that like, and how can we tackle it?
So basically, first we need to understand is that these are very genuine concerns. PMS and period pains, and they are very genuine concern, and a lot of women are experiencing it, and we need to tackle it. Obviously, basically, we start with the general measures first, and then if it's not improving, we go on to medicines. So period pains are generally tackled by very commonly, which everyone uses, hot bags, which we should use initially. Adequate rest is very important. Adequate nutrition is very important. Hydration is very important. For PMS, again, adequate sleep is very important. Salt restricted diets are important, which helps with the bloating, which is a major concern during PMS. And caffeine intake should be regulated before periods, which really helps with the water retention, which causes the bloating in women.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's one part of PMS. The other one that I want to know about the anxiety bit, the psychological part of PMS that happens because women are very unable to understand that what they're going through because you tend to get cranky and you get
Yeah.
tend to get irritated around it. You feel I feel very depressed
Yeah.
when I'm about to get down, and that's kind of one of the symptoms that happens. So, one, I want to communicate to people that why is that happening and not the taboo around it. Oh, you're just being cranky
Right.
because it's one
Right.
of those days. It's an actual thing that happens.
Right.
So yeah, how does that work in?
So basically, the changes, the mental changes are due to the hormonal changes which she's experiencing in her body with the hormones which she has. So we again focus on rest, nutrition, good diet, and definitely the physical and the emotional support she gets from her family, which is very important in tackling all these symptoms. But yeah, mostly it is general measures which she takes.
The
Yeah.
general message. Okay. Being a male gynecologist, one thing that I want to understand is something that we can tell to the partners, brothers, fathers, everyone that how to take care of someone because normally the narration that I personally hear is कि अब तक तो आदत पड़ जानी चाहिए थी
Right.
जब जो चीज तुम्हें हर महीने हो ही रही है तो उसके लिए इतना लोड क्यों ले रहे हो
हाँ.
so and I think it's still not normal. I still don't feel normal
Yeah.
about it. A lot of women don't. तो वो उसके लिए क्या कम्युनिकेशन होना चाहिए कि it's not okay, you are actually
Right.
bleeding half the month.
Right.
So what is the care kit that you will tell the partners or anyone and the men of the house?
So basically, what we need to understand, Pele, is कि the woman, we should imagine that every month her body is preparing her for pregnancy. So अगर वो होगी तो ठीक है, नहीं हुई तो she will bleed every month. सबसे पहले तो the men of the house should understand this. This is a very big thing that a woman goes through. So obviously she needs emotional support, which is very important. And this is not something that she will get used to. You know, if we start bleeding from somewhere and we said कि चलो अगले महीना होगा तो I will get used to it. That's not how it's supposed to be. If she is bleeding, she will not get used to it. And you know, these problems, the PMS, the period pains, she needs to tackle it every month. And this is what like everyone should understand.
Jitesh, I want to broadly understand that how do you define normal periods? Because because of the lifestyle, there's so many irregularities that is happening nowadays. So अगर एक ideal cycle या एक ideal menstrual cycle को समझे हम तो how do you define it? So basically, a normal menstrual cycle is a range. It's not like a fixed days. What a lot of people think, कि 28 days, 30 days, mm-hmm. So it's a big range. So the normal range we take is from 21 to 35 days. So okay. That's the normal range. So if it's less than 21 days or it's more than 35 days, then we are concerned. Or if someone is, changing the pattern, it's a different pattern every month, then we are concerned. And the periods normally should, like, they occur from 3 to 7 days. That's the normal. So if they're going more than 7 days or less than 2 days, then we are a bit concerned. But this is like the normal cycle. Normal cycle. Yeah. But what happens these days, जो मैंने बहुत बार देखा है, especially अपने friends वगैरह के साथ, कि whether they are sexually active or not active, people tend to have very irregular या twice a month down हो रहे हैं, या फिर randomly one of the someone who has very regular periods and don't suffer from PCOD or PCOS, फिर भी कुछ प्रॉब्लम हर महीने डेट्स चेंज हो रही है एक्सेप्ट प्रेगनेंसी ऑब्वियसली प्रेगनेंसी इज वन रीजन उसके अलावा क्या रीजंस हो सकता है So basically, occasional delayed periods have a lot of reasons, like excessive stress, inadequate sleep, any heavy exercise, even long travels can lead to delayed periods. Really? So if you're getting occasional delayed periods, that's not a very concerning thing. But definitely, if she is having delayed periods like every month or every 2 months, or having irregular cycles, then we're a bit concerned. And obviously, some other disorders like PCOS, thyroid disorders, prolactin dysfunction, all of these can also lead to very essential. So one more thing that I want to understand because I have young nieces and right. I'm around a lot of young girls. And now they are also all friends around us are getting to motherhood. What is the set of instructions or what is the set of steps that family members of a young girl can take to prepare her to start with periods क्योंकि बहुत especially हम millennials के लिए बहुत stigma था हमें किसी ने care kit नहीं दी हमें नहीं बताया गया कि ये होगा इस तरीके से होगा तुम्हारी बॉडी में मेडिसिनली ये सब चेंजेस होंगे और मेंटली ये सब चेंजेस होंगे आई थिंक प्यूबर्टी इज अ पार्ट ऑफ इट तो वो अगर हमें प्रिसाइसली गाइड देनी हो तो व्हाट हाउ कैन वी प्रिपेयर सो बेसिकली व्हेन a young girl is, she's approaching her puberty, first of all, she needs to be taught that menstruation will be a thing which will start. And it is very normal that she will start bleeding. क्योंकि ऐसा होता है कि when they start bleeding, पहले तो सबसे पहले पैनिक होता है. Exactly. क्योंकि उन्हें एक्सप्लेन नहीं किया जाता कि ऐसा आपकी बॉडी के साथ कुछ होगा, उसका रीजन क्या है, उसका मतलब क्या क्या प्रॉब्लम्स फेस कर रहे हैं. तो पहले तो उन्हें प्रिपेयर करो. Teach her about pads, what she has to use when she's getting her periods, and it's a very normal thing. दूसरी बात पेन होगा पीएमएस होगा ये सब चीजें शी शुड बी एक्सप्लेन एट अ वेरी यंग एज ताकि जब उसके साथ हो रहा है शी इज नॉट शॉक्ड एंड कि क्या हो रहा है क्योंकि बहुत सारी गर्ल्स जब उनके साथ पहली बार पीरियड होता है सबसे पहले उनको शॉक होता है एक गिल्ट की फीलिंग होती है कईयों में क्योंकि उनको कोई एजुकेशन नहीं करा होता एंड धीरे धीरे आई थिंक एडोलेसेंस में धीरे धीरे सेक्स एजुकेशन एंड एवरीथिंग शुड आल्सो बी अ पार्ट ऑफ व्हाट वी आर टीचिंग देम इट शुडंट बी अ टैबू कि इससे दूर रहना है ये सब चीजों से दूर रहना है दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट so communication, I think, is one very important. Very important thing. So when you say at a young age, what is the ideal age that you would suggest that as a mother or a father or a brother, sister can start talking about it? मतलब क्योंकि आजकल हम सुन रहे हैं कि बहुत जल्दी भी girls have started getting periods. I think उसके lifestyle reasons भी हैं. So what is the exact age around the bracket that you suggest कि ये appropriate है to talk about it?
सो अराउंड हम देखते हैं इंडिया में अराउंड 12-13 ईयर्स के अराउंड पीरियड्स स्टार्ट हो रहे हैं आजकल. So I think 10-11 years will be a good age when we start educating her. क्योंकि it will take time to educate a young girl. You can't just tell her कि अब periods होंगे. तुम धीरे धीरे you explain कि ऐसा कुछ होता है, women are wearing pads and it's a very normal thing which is happening, and that is how you start educating at
Okay.
that age. Yeah.
Okay. And just one more follow-up question I have on that. So when someone is 10, 12, you might not want to talk about pregnancy there.
Right.
So
Right.
what is the medical term or communication that we can use to tell them कि आप bleed क्यों कर रहे हो? क्योंकि कुछ तो रीजन देना पड़ेगा. पेन समझाया जा सकते हैं, पीएमएस समझाया जा सकता है, यूटिलिटी समझाई जा सकती है, बट आपकी बॉडी हर मंथ क्यों ब्लीड कर रही है उसका वी हैव टू गिव अ रीजन. आई एम नॉट श्योर इफ अ 10-year-old will be able to grasp that.
So yeah, we can't explain her pregnancy, but we can definitely give her an idea about her uterus. And there is something inside her uterus which will come out, and that is why she's bleeding every month. So this is some basics we can start explaining her. And as she grows, definitely she will understand more about pregnancy and all these things.
That's
Yeah.
wonderful. So I think I would just like to add something to it personally. जो डॉक्टर ने बात करी about taboo, it's where I feel as a woman कि it's very essential that not just the mother, even father talks about it.
Yeah,
Or the brother also talks about it. तो वो एक जो shame है,
exactly.
that has to be removed from this entire. It's just a biological thing that happens. So that
लोग केमिस्ट पे जाते हैं, लोग पैड्स खरीदने से डर रहे हैं, छुपा के ला रहे हैं, ऑल ऑफ दिस shouldn't happen anymore. मतलब we are not living in that age.
Absolutely. I think we're over that by now.
Yeah.
So, I think these are the basic things that we have covered, and these are the questions that have come across to me most of the times. So, is there any suggestion or something that you can give, just a precise one sentence, something that makes a woman's life easier around this time and this thing, because it's so frequent.
Yeah.
It's not something that's occasional.
So first thing is that she should, accept that she will be bleeding every month and she will be having problems around it. Matlab, she will have pain. Occasionally, she'll have excessive bleeding. Occasionally, she'll have delayed periods, and she should, not worry about it a lot unless she's having something which is repeating every cycle or every second cycle. Then she needs to see a doctor. But otherwise, she shouldn't be too worried about it and not take stress around it, because stress is a major factor which again causes irregularities in the menstrual cycle. Obviously, she should have emotional support with it. Like, people should be supporting her, and whenever she's having excessive pain or mood swings, people should accept it and support her.
Could you give me a list of 5 tests or 7 tests, whatever, a healthy woman, even a healthy woman,
Yeah.
should get at certain period, a certain span of time,
Yeah.
repeatedly? Like हम CBC कराते हैं, जो भी कराते हैं, gynecologically कुछ ऐसे टेस्ट जो हमें repeatedly कराने चाहिए,
Right.
irrespective of the health, and at what age?
So basically, test, they depend on the age, first of all. So इनिशियल एजेस में जो रिप्रोडक्टिव एज ग्रुप हम जिसको कहते हैं, उसमें डेफिनेटली जो रूटीन टेस्ट सीबीसी, एलएफटी, केएफटी एनुअली जो कहते हैं वो तो होने ही चाहिए. साथ में हम एक थायराइड प्रोफाइल जो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट हार्मोनल टेस्ट हम करते हैं, एक प्रोलैक्टिन हम जो चेक करते हैं. डेफिनेटली किसी को अगर इरेगुलर पीरियड्स हो रहे हैं उनको तो कराना ही है, बट एक रूटीनली अगर ईयरली ये एटलीस्ट थायराइड प्रोफाइल और प्रोलैक्टिन चेक हो रहा है वुमन का, सो दैट गिव्स us an idea. Later ages में a very important test which should be done is a pap smear. So what is a pap smear? It's basically a screening for cancer cervix, cervical cancer, जो uterus का जो mouth होता है cervix, उसके cancer की एक बहुत important screening है pap smear, which should be repeated every 3 to 5 years depending on the test which we are doing. So that is a very important test that women should take in their later life.
So, one thing that I want to understand is what exactly happens when you have PCOS. Like I also have PCOS, तो मेरे को इतना पता है कि भाई cyst होते हैं.
Yeah.
But वो cyst कैसे होते हैं, क्या होता है? Secondary, I think बहुत सारी other illnesses like fibrosis है, उसमें भी cyst होते हैं. So exactly to understand that what exactly happens to my body if I have PCOS.
So basically what we need to understand is कि ovaries में cysts तो बहुत बन रहे हैं but ovulation नहीं हो रही. तो ovulation is like the main thing for a regular period. कि ovulation हमने जैसे discuss किया था कि 14th day पे होती है. That is a very important thing for a normal period. तो अगर ovulation नहीं हो रही तो उसकी वजह से she is having irregular periods or delayed menstruation, which is one thing. Second thing is the hormonal disbalance which is happening in a body because of this. तो एक तो एंड्रोजेंस जो कि मेल हार्मोन्स होता है वो बढ़ जाते हैं। उससे क्या होता है कि एक्ने होता है, हेयर ग्रोथ इंक्रीज़ हो जाती है कई वुमेन में, हेयर थिनिंग हो सकती है। थर्ड थिंग व्हिच हैपेंस इज़ इंसुलिन जो रेजिस्टेंस होती है वो बढ़ जाती है व्हिच कैन लीड टू डायबिटीज़ लेटर ऑन इन लाइफ। इट कैन लीड टू डिसलिपिडेमियाज़ और जो हम बोलते हैं कोलेस्टेरॉल की प्रॉब्लम, ये सब इट कैन लीड। फर्टिलिटी आल्सो इट कैन अफेक्ट बट वो डिपेंड्स ऑन फ्रॉम a woman to other woman. Yeah.
Okay, that's very personal. I think yeah. Overall, it's I what I've understood it's mostly a lifestyle
It is a
disorder
lifestyle.
and solution.
या तो
So
बेसिकली हमें जो दिमाग में रखना है बस एक्सरसाइज डाइट ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। पीसीओएस के पेशेंट्स को थोड़ा ज्यादा करना पड़ेगा नॉर्मल लोगों से वेट लूज करने के लिए, बट जो मेन स्टे है वो यही है, एक्सरसाइज और डाइट, नॉट मेडिसिन।
So, talk one, I have been through a lot of things as a woman. I'm a mom of one, and I've been through pregnancy.
Yeah.
As I said, I have PCOS, a lot of other things that went on. But I think one of the most important and one of the most life changing experiences that I've had is postpartum,
Yeah.
the fourth trimester. So, I think the first three trimesters are very well spoken about. We
Right.
all know there is a lot of knowledge out there. But I really want to understand and I want you to explain about the fourth trimester. So, we know we get pregnant, we are supposed to take care of ourselves, and the baby comes out.
Yeah.
Then what happens? Because everybody is concerned about the baby after that.
Right.
कि हर बंदा आके पूछता है कि बच्चा कैसा है.
सही।
But what about the mom? What
Right.
about the person who's actually made that baby?
Right.
So, first of all, I want to understand that what are the physical changes that happen once the baby goes out of the body?
So basically, postpartum is a long journey of recovery that happens after the delivery. So the physical changes initially क्या होता है कि we have a gravid uterus. The uterus is very big, so it starts contracting. So one thing is the uterus starts decreasing in size, and that can lead to some after pains in the lower abdomen. That is one thing. Second thing is a very normal thing, which is a vaginal discharge or what we call as a lochia. So it can be whitish, reddish, but it is a very normal thing which happens in post. Other changes are there can be breast changes because the mother is lactating. Then she can have excessive acne. She can have excessive, hair thinning ho sakti hai. There'll be other changes, but this is a long journey which happens after the delivery and it takes time for the recovery to happen. Yeah.
Okay. In the postpartum phase, I think because is it obviously either you've gone through C-sec or you have had a vaginal delivery. I don't
Yeah.
like calling it a normal delivery per
Right.
se. So I think there's a lot of wound recovery or something like that,
Yeah.
that happens because I remember having a lot of cramps and
Yeah.
because the moment you give birth, you're supposed to take care of
Right.
the child.
Sure.
Maximum ये होता है कि 2 दिन का buffer मिल जाता
ठीक
है being in the hospital. But post that you come back home and so you're practically taking care of a newborn with a broken body.
Right.
So वो wound healing का क्या procedure होता है?
तो क्रैम्प्स, जैसे मैंने कहा कि क्रैम्प्स इज अ वेरी नॉर्मल थिंग बिकॉज द यूट्रस इज कॉन्ट्रैक्टिंग और जो नीचे हो रहा है, तो दीज आर बेसिकली आफ्टर पेन्स व्हिच आर हैपनिंग बिकॉज ऑफ द यूट्रस कॉन्ट्रैक्ट। दूसरी चीज है वुंड केयर इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, आइदर इट्स अ वजाइनल डिलीवरी और अ सिजेरियन सेक्शन, दोनों में हमारा स्कार है और स्टिचेस लगे हुए हैं, तो उसकी वुंड केयर यू नीड टू कीप इट क्लीन, हाइजीन मेंटेन करनी है फॉर बोथ द थिंग्स, दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट।
All right. And these are all the physical aspects. Now,
Yeah.
one very essential thing that I want to talk about is the postpartum depression or
Yeah.
the mood changes that happen, hormonal changes that happen in a woman. Because I specifically remember when once my son was born,
Yeah.
uske baad, I didn't have a choice but to take care of my child. But it was such a struggle to deal with my own
Right.
self at that point
Right.
of time. So to strike that balance of that trauma एंड हैप्पीनेस क्योंकि
Yeah.
वो कहीं बीच में अटक के रह
Yeah, I
जाते
know,
हैं
I know.
कि खुशी भी हो रही है बट टॉलरेट भी नहीं
Yeah,
हो रहा है
yeah.
तो इट्स सम अनअवेयर काइंड ऑफ अ
Untalked
टेरिटरी
about.
दैट यू
Yeah.
एंटर कि खुद को समझ में आना बंद हो जाता है दैट व्हाट्स हैपनिंग सो हाउ इज दैट टू बी एक्सप्लेन्ड एंड अंडरस्टूड
Yeah. So basically, these are two different aspects. One is postpartum blues, or what we call as baby blues. Other is a postpartum depression. So postpartum blues is a very common thing which a lot of women experience. Low mood, episodes of anxiety, and she's sometimes she's just not feeling well, और कई बार उसको लगता है कि नहीं अभी मेरे को I don't want to meet people, baby से नहीं मिलना है. So this is a very common thing जो होती है blues. Now postpartum depression is a severe form of the same thing. Matlab there'll be like continuous periods of low mood or depression. There'll be a lot of anxiety, and sometimes the woman doesn't want to see the baby at all in postpartum. So that is a very severe thing, and that is something which should be, sort out with a psychiatrist, and maybe if she needs medicines, that should be prescribed as well. But yeah.
Okay. And because a lot of people, जैसे अभी, I think it's a generational thing that people think it didn't exist before.
Yeah.
Was it non-existent or unacknowledged?
I think it was definitely unacknowledged because it's something which has existed. पहले क्या होता था कि जैसे you said कि after the baby is born, everything is about the baby. So what is
Absolutely.
going through the pregnant woman, no one is taking care of. And sometimes, she also forgets कि हाँ, something is what's going on inside my body. She also stops taking care. And that is, I think, very important कि postpartum में physical care तो चाहिए woman को, साथ में she also needs emotional support. कि, she needs support with household work, she needs support with the baby, she needs support with her. साथ में एक emotional support भी होना चाहिए कि, she will have small issues. उसके होते हैं कि मेरे को थोड़ी ये प्रॉब्लम हो रही है, थोड़ी she should be well heard कि the husband or the family should, hear about it, and जो भी छोटे issues हैं, they should be solved. So
I think
that is
it's
very important.
from personal experience. I think that makes or breaks postpartum
Yeah, yeah,
experience. The kind of physical, though, I think what's happening is happening.
right.
That can only be helped over a certain period of time. But the kind of emotional support that I think makes or
That is
breaks
very important.
breaks
Yes.
a postpartum journey. That's very essential.
Especially for first time mothers, because they're going
Absolutely.
through it first time. उनको खुद नहीं समझ आ रहा है बॉडी के साथ क्या हो रहा है. साथ में they have a baby, they have other responsibilities, so it's very important कि she gets the adequate support at that time.
Absolutely. And I think one more thing, one very big responsibility comes right after birth is feeding.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
yeah, so you're supposed to take a decision of bottle feeding,
right,
or you have to, because I remember being so concerned about lactation,
right, right.
back खराब हो गई, ये सब हो गया, but then you want to feed. I think that also takes a lot of
Yeah.
physical
So
toll.
lactational support is something which should be, taken care of.
Hmm.
और उसके जो अलग, we've got specialists nowadays for lactational, so they should be, consulted, and it should be handled properly.
No, I think absolutely. Acha, what the challenge is there? What would you suggest a new mom to do once she comes back home? What are the first things that she should be doing?
So very important is एक तो, she shouldn't start getting back to her normal duties or normal work. ये एक तो नहीं करना. तो adequate rest, nutrition, sleep बहुत important है, क्योंकि हमें पता है कि delivery is a long process. It's traumatic for some people. तो उसके बाद आने के बाद एक तो रेस्ट प्रॉपर होना चाहिए, और डाइट प्रॉपर होना चाहिए, स्लीप प्रॉपर होना चाहिए. ये 3 चीज़ें बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट हैं, और उसको उस हिसाब से सपोर्ट भी मिलना चाहिए कि, people should understand कि she is undergoing changes in her body and she has a baby, तो उसको adequate support मिलना चाहिए, पहली चीज़. दूसरी चीज़, विमेन को कंपैरिज़न नहीं करना चाहिए और लोगों से. अब क्या होता है, हम कई बार टीवी पे देखते हैं कि ओहो, ये एक्ट्रेस 1 महीने में, शी इज़ अप एंड रनिंग, शी इज़ सो फिट. ऐसा नहीं है. एवरीवन, जो भी आपने वेट गेन किया प्रेगनेंसी में, यू विल लूज़ इट, बट एवरीवन हैज़ अ डिफरेंट टाइमलाइन. दैट्स व्हाट वी नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड कि, ऐसा नहीं होगा कि 1 हफ्ते में लूज़ हो गया है, 2 हफ्ते में. इट विल टेक टाइम. Postpartum हम क्या कहते हैं कि initial recovery is 6 weeks, and जो proper recovery takes around 6 months or maybe a year for some people. So we need to take it slow. That is very important.
So rest and being kind. Agar
Yes,
I
yes.
think one very simply way to put it is to be
Yeah,
kind to
empathy is,
oneself.
very important.
And I think is isn't it important to kind of balance between taking care of the child while taking care of yourself as
Yes,
well?
definitely. I think it should be a 50-50 thing, You should take care of yourself. I think maybe even more than the child after your pregnancy. That's very important.
Oh, that's a very important
Yeah.
point. I think we all forget that. We as women completely forget us
Yes.
about ourselves. I have done that. I'm sure you have done that. Everyone
Yeah.
has done that. Ki we forget that we have
Yeah.
gone through a major medical experience
Right.
apart from that. Okay, so I also want to understand what are the important nutritional requirements of a new mom that one should be taking care of. Just say personally, when I was going through postpartum, I think that's one thing I lacked.
Yeah.
कि which kind of nutritions are essential. ये bare minimum है, ये तो खाना ही पड़ेगा. I know that laddus are very popular.
Yeah.
So और घी खा लो is one
Okay.
ज्ञान you always get. Other than that, what are the essential things that you need for your recovery for a certain period of time at
Right.
least?
So basically, most important thing is an iron and a protein rich diet. That is very important. So iron के लिए also now we prescribe iron supplements post pregnancy. Second thing is we prescribe calcium supplements for the lactation, which is very important. But generally an iron and protein rich diet is important for a mother. दूसरी बात है कि we need to let go of all the taboos. जैसे लोग बोलते हैं कि ye mat khao, the wound won't, it won't heal. Don't eat this, don't eat fruits, don't eat some kind of vegetables. So that shouldn't be, it should be ignored, and we should eat all the healthy fruits, vegetables, and focus on iron and protein rich diet.
That will help.
That will really help with the healing and everything. Yeah.
I think because physical recovery is still more in our
Yeah.
hands, and I
Yeah.
think if you feel healthier, you anyways feel a little better.
Right.
I just want to know one last thing from you that again, being a man and someone who understand who's given birth to help a lot of women give birth to
Right.
children. That what is the most important thing? I know you said emotional support, but can you tell me probably 5 things that a husband can do? Like,
Yeah.
I loved getting a massage.
Yeah.
So what are the most basic things that a man can do, which will help his wife to feel a little better about herself?
So basically, it revolves around emotional support and physical care. These are
Mm.
the main things. And definitely the woman should be heard properly in a postpartum. She will have very small issues, small problems. She should be well heard. Emotional support, obviously, she's undergoing what we talked about postpartum blues. A lot of women experience that. So usme emotional support from the husband and from the family is very important. कि it helps. कई लोगों को it helps कि she doesn't go into depression is when she's heard about and she's given emotional support. Second thing is obviously the baby should be taken care of. It shouldn't be the only responsibility of the mother to take care of the baby. Third thing is she shouldn't be pushed back into a routine life very quickly. ऐसा नहीं एक जो मदर को भी ऑल्सो शी हैज टू टेक केयर कि ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि 2 दिन बाद उन्हें लगता है कि मैं अब काम पे वापस चली जाती हूँ या घर के काम देखने लगती हूँ दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कि इट विल टेक टाइम फॉर द रिकवरी and that is very important. She should get support in that. So yeah,
Yeah.
mostly this.
Just okay, since you mentioned it, what is the timeline for you to get back to normal life? Like probably start exercising
Yeah,
or doing other chores that you like
yeah,
doing or going back to work or
right.
whatever. So ideal timeline obviously depends on
Yeah,
person to person and absolutely about how you feel. But otherwise, at least itna time to rest karna hi padega.
ठीक है.
So what is that timeline like?
So it obviously depends on the type of delivery you had, different for vaginal delivery and cesarean sections. But generally, we can start light exercise like walking or yoga can be started in the initial week, like just 7 to 10 days, may you can start that. But heavy exercise and if you're doing heavy work, that should, you should wait ideally 6 to 7 weeks to start that. क्योंकि that is the time जो initial body की recovery हो रही है. तो at least heavy exercise वगैरह you should wait that time. But हाँ, light exercise like walking, yoga आप कुछ कर रहे हैं, you can start it in a week or two. So yeah.
And otherwise, smaller chores and
Smaller
everything
chores
else.
you can start in a week or two, but obviously it depends on what your body is taking. You should listen to your body. That's very important in postpartum.
Absolutely. I think to conclude it all, it's all about just being kind to yourself and listening to yourself
Yes.
and not compare. And
Yeah. Very important.
I
Not
think it's
comparing with
just
others. Yeah.
let's not compare, to each their own. And I think it's our own journey. Hence, the baby, each baby is different.
Yes.
So yeah, I think apart from the medical aspect of it, as a woman, I would just like to say, it's a beautiful journey, and I think
Yeah. It
credit
is a
yourself that you
beautiful.
made a human being.
Yeah.
So whatever time it takes for you, because I was very unkind to myself, and
Yeah.
today I realize it's okay. Like I
Yeah.
made a
Yeah.
person. When I look at my son, I think he's adorable,
He's cute. Yeah.
and I think yeah, let's just be kind to each other. And anything, any questions that you have, reach out to us. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.